Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Qrixxh, whatever you want to call me. And we coming at y'all with a reaction video. And this reaction video gonna be to Joe Knows. And I'm thinking he's breaking down the 2K26 builder to the knowledge that he know of and to what we have seen. So y'all go ahead and sit back, relax, go ahead, tune in. You feel me? But we finna go ahead and watch this and see what it's talking about. Let it go. Let's do it.
If you've been on social media, you've probably seen the tweets. People
Yup.
comparing some of the NBA 2K26 template builds to what you can create in the 2K25 builder and basically saying it's the same. Now, in a sense, it is very similar. But I think people are failing to realize some of the major changes 2K announced is going to change what is possible in the builder. Badge max plus twos, build specialization, the badge max plus 2 and plus 1 perk within the build specialization quest, the cap breakers within the build specialization quest that have to be allocated to specific attributes, and the main thing that can change what builds are actually good or bad is the gameplay. I've said it a million times, but the gameplay is ultimately the major deciding factor in what builds are effective and what builds are not effective. But in today's video, I do want to deep dive in terms of the actual builder and attributes.
Yeah, that's one thing people gotta understand, bro. Like, people wanna be so quick to I can't get mad at people who, okay, they have some excitement to something they like. Like, okay, you can have that. But it's also the people who just want to quick break down something. But it's like, bro, at the end of the day, we still just gotta wait to how is the gameplay? Like, everything can sound good, but if the gameplay is trash, then none of this stuff matters.
The builders look very similar, but with these badge max plus 2s and plus 1s and how many you are now getting, it really changes what is possible in this builder. I'm talking about 7-foot centers with legend rebound chaser, Hoff set shot, and Hoff posterizer. I'm talking about big guards with legend shooting badges, legend posterizer, legend lightning launch. There is a ton of possibilities we're about to break down. So drop a like on the video. Let's get this video to 10,000 likes. Y'all did it last time. I think we could do it again. And let's get into this. The first thing I want you to realize is
another thing too, like, y'all gotta understand this, bro. If the bigger guards with those max plus twos, right? Imagine them max plus twos actually being effective. For example, like, a lot of people would tell you, you would put, say, I play on a 6'6" shooting guard. You feel me? I play on the big guard. Been playing on the big guard since the game came out. But I noticed if I tried to plus 1 my lightning launch from silver to gold, it really didn't. You didn't feel it. Like, it wasn't no different. If they actually make it to where you can feel that it's a difference and it's effective, oh man.
the biggest change potentially to builds is going to be the gameplay. If the gameplay allows 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", etc. to speed boost, that obviously makes a bunch more builds viable, right? But the badge max plus 2s change things so much, I cannot overemphasize it. For example, 6'5". Basically less than 1% of people made 6'5s this year. But let me just show you, with the badge max plus 2 system, what could be possible in this builder. So with a 6'5" is the tallest build, you can get a 99.3. We'll see if that's true in 2K26, but for the most part, what it looks like is it all looks pretty similar. So it's gonna be around here. With that 99.3, you can also get a 93 driving dunk. Let's put the vertical to 80 to get the gold posterizer. And then last but not least, let's put our speed with ball to 86 to get gold lightning launch. Now, obviously, the build's already a 98 overall, so this build off the rip probably is not going to be viable. But let me just show you what I'm envisioning here. You're gonna have all the legend shooting badges because this year you don't need agility to get legend shifty. We saw that in one of the screenshots. So you'll have all legend shooting badges. You have gold poster, but you can use a badge max plus 2 to put this to legend. And then you also have gold lightning launch, and you have a badge max plus 2 to put this to legend. So you're a 6'5" build with legend lightning launch, legend shooting.
That's what I was just trying to explain to y'all. Like, bro, I play on a 6'8" shooting guard. Bro, a lot of people ran from not wanting to play on them bigger guards because of the speed and the movement and not being able to get open. I feel like you could still really get open on them if you knew what you were doing. And that's another thing that I hope that they keep it. I don't want them to make it easy. I still want them to kind of have that factor. Like, you got to know what you're doing if you get on these big guards. You just can't get on there and trying to think you finna just go rim run somebody every time. No, like me, I was faded in midi majority of my time. Like, majority of the time, majority of my buckets on my 6'8" was fading in midi. Regardless of what people saying, oh, that's easy, that's easy. I seen a lot of people who was on 6'8" and was not able to get to the media like I was. So that's why I don't think it's easy. You got to be able to have some type of skill. So I hope they keep that factor to where it's some type of skill you have to play on them bigger guards. But everything like I'm seeing is like, bro, I'm telling you, them bigger guards, because he's talking about a 6'5" with a 99 three ball. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about my 6'8" that I played on that had a 96 mid range. That was Hall of Fame shooting badges. And then I think my three ball was able to get to, I think I got it to an 88. Like, that is crazy, bro. So if, imagine that next year with the +2 badge. Oh my God, bro. And then you don't need that high. You don't, agility doesn't factor in with your shifty shooter. So you might be seeing these 7-footers with high shit. Whoa, you can, like, that was crazy too. Like, you might see some, what? You could probably see like a 6'10". Well, you can get a 92 midi on a 7 foot. You can get a 92 on 2K25. You can get a 92 midi on a 7 foot, but you can't get shit to shoot on goal. If what they saying is true, that you don't need agility, if the agility doesn't matter with it, oh man, you might see 7 footers with 60 shoot on goal. What the heck?
And legend posterizer. Now, of course, like I said, I'm already a
gosh.
98 overall. You know, I'm going to have no defense, no passing, very little ball handle, etc., etc. Well, 81 ball handle is decent, but you'll get what I'm saying. But once you start to get cap breakers like we saw, that changes everything with a build like this. Because if you can take your 3 down just by going to 94 and using 5 cap breakers, now you're only a 92. Obviously, we saw that you can get cap breakers specific to certain attributes. That's going to allow you to take even more off. I'm just saying, people are not realizing just how much these Badge Max +2s are going to change what you can make, what you can even like potentially come up with. And then obviously the more we go in the year, I think it might become a little bit too crazy, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the craziness. Because once you start to get cap breakers, like this year, people had like, what, 22 cap breakers at the end of the year, 17 cap breakers, even 10 cap breakers. With all these Badge Max +2s, Badge Max +1s, it's going to get crazy. A 6'6", the tallest height at which you can get gold lightning launch, right? You can get the 86 speed with ball at 6'6". So let's just do this right off the rip. You're gonna have 93.3, and let's get that 86 speed with ball. So you can Badge Max +2 your limitless, so you'll have legend limitless, or if you want to Badge Max +2 your set shot, you'll have legend set. You can Badge Max a shooting badge. And and then you can also Badge Max +2 your lightning launch. That's legend lightning launch and a legend shooting badge at 6'6", and we're only 85. You can round this build off a lot easier. One thing to pay attention to with Badge Max +2s, you see this screenshot that came from 2K. You get your Badge Max +1s with tier 1 and tier 2. You get your Badge Max +2s with tier 1 and tier 2. Yes. Down here where it says shooting badge, this is going to be from the badge specialization. The same place we saw that you get the cap breakers tied to, in this example, shooting. Your Badge Max +1 and Badge Max +2 that you unlock from the build specialization challenges, or quests if you want to call them that, those have to be applied to a shooting badge. So choose wisely when you choose that badge specialization, not only for your cap breakers, but also for your Badge Max +1 and your Badge Max +2. For example, if you use your build specialization quest on shooting, you can upgrade one of your gold badges 2 tiers, and then you could also use your normal Badge Max +2 on lightning launch, upping that to legend. Or you could do the opposite. You could do your build specialization in playmaking, use that on the lightning launch, and then use your normal Badge Max +2 on one of your shooting badges. Y'all get what I'm saying. Now,
What's crazy? Oh, we finna get into. Why?
Speaking of,
he's going to. I'm gonna give him into what I'll say after he get in it. But 6'8" small forward. Maybe I'm just thinking because I pay fives. I pay a lot of parks, so I get put at the 2. So I was just thinking about that. How the shooting guard would just feel better. But
badge tiers, right? We talked about you got tier 1 Badge Max +2, tier 2 Badge Max +2, tier 1 Badge Max +1, tier 2 Badge Max +1. For example, in 2K25, this could change in 2K26, but the theory applies. You just have to find the exact height changes in 2K26.
Okay.
But check it out. At 6'8" in 2K25, you have badges like Lightning Launch that are tier 1. But as soon as you go to 6'9", your Lightning Launch now becomes tier 2. So if you map this out correctly, you're going to be able to utilize your Badge Max +2s and your Badge Max +1s even more effectively. Another thing at 6'9" that becomes a tier 2 slot is your on-ball menace. So you could theoretically, if you were to make, on 2K25 Builder, a minimum wingspan, 6'9", you could have a legend set shot, right? You get it Hoff. You could use your Badge Max +1 in the tier 1 slot on your set shot to push it to legend. You could use your Badge Max +2 in the tier 2 slot to hit legend on ball menace, and then you could use your tier 2 Badge Max +2. I know it's getting a little confusing. Your tier 2 Badge Max +2 from the build specialization menu and get Hoff Lightning Launch. Now you're looking at a 6'9" with legend set shot, legend on ball, Hoff Lightning Launch. Like, the build is completely different, even though theoretically the attributes are pretty.
That's what I wanted to get into right there. I know he's saying these things too because he's responding to people who's quick to like keep saying it's the same thing. These things that 2K added makes this a different. You have to think more, and that's their issue. A lot of these people who talking in these comments, they don't want to think. They want to come on a game and create whatever build is the build that gives them the best advantage. And this right here is showing, this what 2K is doing is showing like, hey, you don't have to be the best advantage to contribute on the court. Like, you can make certain builds that to your play style and contribute to the court. And you can still upgrade certain attributes to the best ability. It may not be like this high, but it's still going to be able to compete. So I think a lot of people got to look at it and say, this is not the same. It's not. Like, especially if they actually make the +2s and +1s, the max 1s, the max 2s actually effective. That's going to be crazy, man.
Much similar, but all these Badge Max +1s and Badge Max +2s greatly changes what you can potentially make. Now, all the small guards out there, for example, think about this. You could get a 99 3-pointer, all legend shooting badges, and then on top of that, get the 89 driving dunk or 87 driving dunk, whatever you want to go with. Normally that's a 99 dunk in silver poster. But you could use your Badge Max +2 and get Hoff poster. 6'2", 99 3, all legend shooting badges with Hoff poster. Then as we start to get more cap breakers, potentially you're going to be able to get that 94 speed with ball, right? Say you get cap breakers to cap your 3-pointer. Now you're going to be able to get the 94 speed with ball, legend lightning launch, legend shooting with 99 3, Hoff posterizer. Even for the small guards, it really opens up what you're going to be able to create. Another thing that came to my mind was all the times we're trying to make like a Kevin Durant.
Hey, and to all y'all people, don't try to run from small guard now. Don't try to run from the small guards now because they finna make these bigger guards way more effective. Don't try to run from it because a lot of y'all don't remember that. Like, people was running from the small guards because the bigger guards were just that better. So don't be trying to do that now, bro. Keep that same. I want to see them same people with them same energy talking all that crazy stuff on the small guards. Please stay on the small guards, please. I got something for y'all this year.
Build, right? And you basically have to decide, man, if I want to make KD, it's like KD's got those long arms, but if I do long arms, I'm going to have low shooting and low shooting badges. I got to go minimum arms to get the better shooting, but then it's not really KD because he doesn't have long arms. I mean, just going off this builder.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You could find like a sweet spot here where, let's say you go like an 87 mid-range, 7'3" wingspan at 6'10", 87 mid-range. Just off of that, obviously on this game to get the shifty you need agility, but you're not going to need that in 26. But just right here alone, you'll have long arms. You can use your tier 2 Badge Max +2 to put your shifty to Hoff. That's what Kevin Durant has on the Play Now roster. He's got Hoff shifty. Then if you want to use your tier 1 Badge Max plus 2, you could have Hoff Deadeye. That's what KD has on the roster. Hoff Deadeye, Hoff Shifty. Now you have that on Kevin Durant. If you want to put your wingspan down just a little bit lower and get like the 89 mid-range, now you're looking at, you could use a Badge Max plus 2 and get legend set shot. There's so many ways that you can manipulate this now to make even cooler, more variety builds. I know a lot of people like to make like the kind of freaky small guard, like Westbrook rebounder, do it all builds. Well, check this out. If you make a 6'4", and you get that 80 rebound, your tier 2 Badge Max plus 2 can give you Hoff Rebound Chaser on a 6'4" now. You're gonna be out there on a 6'4" green and rebounds on some real Russell Westbrook like activities. Hoff Rebound Chaser on a 6'4". Now I know most comp players aren't gonna go to that, but people that like to play like a Westbrook or do it all kind of undersized, like rebounding guard type of build, that's another like freaky way you could do it. And another thing I really thought of was like the big men out there that want to be poppers now. You can really get good shooting badges while still not having to sacrifice like the long arms and the 99 rebound, right? Like, let's just go 7 foot max wingspan. We're not gonna like lab a whole build, but essentially with this, you know, you're gonna go 78 to get silver set shot, and then a 74 3 ball. If you use your tier 1 Badge Max plus 2, you'll have Hoff set shot on a 7 foot max wingspan center. To go along with it, you're still gonna have the long arms and be able to get, you know, that 99 rebound for the legend chase. You're gonna have legend chaser with Hoff set shot, max wingspan, and then on top of it, it's not even taking into account that you have some pretty glitchy tier 2 badges like posterizer, where you can get silver poster and use your tier 2 Badge Max plus 2 to get Hoff poster. This is now a 7 foot center, max wingspan, legend rebound chaser, Hoff poster, Hoff set shot. You're gonna be able to create some absolutely insane builds on this. I could go on for hours. Like, my brain is already
No lie, you are gonna be able to like. Let me let him finish.
calculated so many builds. Y'all know I'm gonna be dropping build videos all year long about like just fun, creative builds, sweaty builds, NBA player like builds, all that stuff. But I think people are underestimating the impact of some of the new additions to the game. People are like, oh, it's the same. I went and compared 26 template build and I made it in 25. I get just about the same stuff. But the big difference is now some of these rewards that you're going to get are going to like completely change the potential of the builds. And as I said, the gameplay always is going.
Yeah, that I agree with all that. Like, the gameplay definitely gonna matter the most, and a lot of y'all gotta understand that, bro. Like, that gameplay gonna matter the most, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, all this stuff gonna sound good, and if it's actually put in effect and the gameplay's matching it, oh man, it's not the same at all. Like, even if, like, it still won't be the same because it's just how the cap breakers is, how the max 1s and max 2 is. Like, it's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be really different. You're gonna have to actually think out your build. Like, think it out. Like, how do I want to play? How do I want to make this build? Like, you're gonna have to actually think, but a lot of people don't want to do that.
Going to be the most prominent thing. If the gameplay is the game and what you're going to want to actually create, it's a ton of possibilities out there. For someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch me, if you love the builder, it's going to be a blast here these next couple months in terms of trying to come up with unique builds. And like I said, like a 7 foot center, max wingspan, legend rebound chaser, Hoff set shot, Hoff poster, and we could even go even more crazy, like we said. Because down below, if you got any cool ideas down in the comment, click that video.
Hey man, shout out to Joe for that video, man. I wanted to say, man, I just wanted to comment about my build, cause man, I'm gonna go ahead and comment that down, man. But shout out to Joe, man. Y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and we are out of here.